Have you ever used an automated workflow, like running a system, processing data, or managing production, and struggled to show each step clearly? That's where a Swimlane flowchart helps. It shows not only the process steps, but also who's responsible for each one. Each lane represents a person, team, or department, so you can easily see how work moves across roles. It's especially useful for cross-functional processes involving multiple teams, helping you spot handoffs, bottlenecks, and areas to improve. Let's break it down. Across the top, you'll see several lanes: workflow initiation, task preparation, execution and processing, exception handling, and finalization. Each lane represents a different phase or responsibility within the workflow. The blue lines represent the yes paths where the process continues normally, while the orange lines represent the no paths, often leading to exception handling or alternate outcomes. This flowchart visualizes a structured, automated process, one that checks conditions, handles exceptions, and keeps things running smoothly from start to finish. Using a Swimlane flowchart like this helps you clearly define responsibilities, trace decision paths, and identify areas where you can make your workflow more efficient. Now that we understand what a Swimlane flowchart is and how it helps visualize roles and responsibilities, let's see how we can automate the creation of one directly in Excel. Step number: the unique ID for each step in the process. Lane, phase, indicates the person, team, or department responsible for that step. Shape type, the type of flowchart shape. There are 4 basic types: start, process, decision, and end. Description, a short explanation of what happens at this step. Yes, no. Defines the next step depending on whether the condition is met, yes or not. Once you've entered all your steps into this table, simply click the Create Flowchart button. The VBA script will automatically generate a fully formatted Swimlane flowchart in the worksheet named Swimlane Flowchart, complete with lanes, process boxes, and directional flow lines. After generating the flowchart, let's take a look at the Swimlane flowchart sheet and explore its main components and functions. In this sheet, each element follows the standard flowchart convention. Start and end steps are drawn as oval shapes. Process steps appear as rectangles. Decision points are represented by diamond shapes. This visual structure helps you instantly recognize the type and purpose of each step in the workflow. The yes connections are drawn with green lines, while no connections use orange lines, making the decision paths easy to distinguish. Of course, you can customize these colors, font sizes, and shape dimensions in the settings sheet. We'll explore that in more detail later. Once the flowchart is created, you can freely move the shapes around to adjust the layout. For example, if you reposition a process box, the connecting lines will automatically follow, keeping the diagram tidy. To fine-tune the label positions, you can use the Reset YN Position button at the top left corner. Simply click it, and the labels for yes and no paths will be neatly realigned. There are also a few helpful tools for sharing and reusing your diagram. Export to PDF. Instantly save the entire flowchart as a PDF for printing or sharing. Copy all shapes. Copy all elements directly into Word or PowerPoint, where you can further edit or customize them for presentations or reports. With these tools, you can not only build your flowchart automatically, but also present and share it in the most convenient way possible. Now that we've explored how the basic VBA-generated Swimlane flowchart works, let's take things a step further and see if Excel VBA can handle more complex workflows. Here we have 2 real-world examples: a refund request process in a sales system and a user account registration and approval workflow. You can simply enter the process data into the same table format as before. Just make sure the structure matches the required columns, because the VBA script depends on that format to build the diagram correctly. Once your data is ready, click Create Flowchart and Excel will automatically generate a Swimlane flowchart for your refund request process. While reading the raw table might feel overwhelming, the flowchart instantly makes it clear who does what and when, all at a glance. Next, let's try another example with the user account registration workflow. After you click Create Flowchart again, you'll see the entire process visualized precisely from account creation to approval, neatly divided by lanes and roles, showing how VBA in Excel can effectively automate even complex multi-step workflows. Now, let's explore the settings sheet, the place where you can fine-tune every detail of your flowchart. Simply open the settings sheet and you'll find a variety of options that control the overall size and layout of the flowchart, the starting position of the first shape, the shape dimensions, font sizes, and even the colors used for different flowchart elements. Let's try a quick customization example. We'll change the colors for the start, process, and yes connectors, as well as the header to background to a green tone. Once you've updated these settings, go back to the flowchart input sheet and click Create Flowchart again. You'll instantly see the entire flowchart updated with your new color scheme. This makes it incredibly easy to adjust the look and feel of your diagrams so you can match your company's theme, highlight key processes, or simply make your flowcharts more visually appealing. That brings us to the end of this walkthrough. I know this video has been quite a journey, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch it all the way through. If you'd like to try this tool or explore the full version with advanced features, you can find more details in the description, or simply leave a comment below. And if you're currently learning VBA and want to build something like this yourself, feel free to reach out or drop your questions in the comments. I'd be more than happy to help you out. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next tutorials and automation projects.